This video we talking anime. Last video we talked anime too, but we talked a specific anime. This, hold on, pull it up real quick. This specific, this specific topic. Well, we're not talking on a specific topic, but what we talking about is top 10 animes for newcomers and beginners, new watchers of anime. Um, I'm gonna give you a top 10 list on where you should start and why. So I'm gonna come in. Let me find the list real quick. It's actually it's a couple lists that I have. I had to switch between them. So for starters, the first anime I'm gonna say is my favorite, Dragon Ball. Reason why Dragon Ball is because it's not really much of a complex story to try to figure out, and it doesn't really it doesn't really take much to get how Dragon Ball works. You start with OG Dragon Ball, where Goku is a kid. Then you progress to Dragon Ball Z, and then from Dragon Ball Z, you move forward onto Dragon Ball Super. Now, if you haven't had enough of Dragon Ball, they also have a wide variety of movies: Fusion Reborn, Dragon Fist. Wait. Is that? I don't think that's the name of it. Um, you got Cooler, Cooler's Revenge. You got Broly, um, BoJack Unbound or something like that. I forgot the names of it, but you got those movies. You also got Dragon Ball Super movies too. Super Broly, and then you got Superhero, and then you also got uh, it doesn't have nothing to do with the story, but you also have Dragon Ball GT, which a lot of people hate it, but I would only hate it from the start. But once you get into the baby arc and the Dark Dragon Ball arc, the Shadow Dragon arc, it'll get better. Um, that's just the first one. Another one, I would say Vinland Saga at number two. The reason why Vinland Saga is because it's basically this kid grows up. His father was a Viking, strong Viking, one of actually the strongest Viking, who ends up being killed in front of him. So as the kid grows up, he grows up with the person who killed his father, and basically trains himself because he wants to kill the person that killed his father. Something simple. Um, Now that's for those two. We're gonna push it along. I'm not gonna go too much in detail about it, but we're gonna push it along to number three. Number three, I'm gonna go with. You want something a little more complex? One Piece. Now, a lot of things like a lot of people might be, well, One Piece is too long. Well, these are for the One Piece is more of a, oh, it is more of a, I got time on my hands, or I'm down to watch it as much as I can throughout the day or throughout the week or however. One Piece is by far a great anime, great manga too, and it got some good movies too, and it just got a lot of action. Now, One Piece is one of those shows that if you're the type of anime watcher that likes for it to be multiple seasons after you finish the first one, One Piece is for you because with One Piece, you started off, and then as it gets good, excuse me, as it gets good, it's like, dang, I want to keep going. It's like one of those 12 to 24 episode animes with only one season. As it's towards the end, it gets even better than how it was in the beginning. And then once you finish it, you like, wow, it needs a second season, but it never gets one. That's kind of like One Piece. One Piece it gradually gets better and better. Now, there's some spots where it's like, okay, it ain't. This could have went without. But the one thing that I can say about One Piece, you have to pay attention because if you don't pay attention to what's going on, everything could just go right over your head. A lot of things you have to pay attention to. Even I'm pretty sure I can speak for a lot of people in the One Piece community, or myself being one of those people. A lot of things that's happening in the newer episodes of One Piece, from Whole Cake Island. Well, no, not even from Whole Cake Island. From the start, after the time skip up until now, a lot of people go back and rewatch certain arcs so they can see like where you know where it happened at, like where it first got introduced, but it kind of just went over your head. And don't skip no arcs neither. That's You can't skip no arcs because in each arc is something that pertains to something that's gonna happen later on. That has been proven. Um, Number four, Demon Slayer. Now, Demon Slayer, it ain't too deep it's not too deep of a show. Kind of like how I just explained One Piece. Demon Slayer is more of like it's easy to catch on to and easier to see what the end goal is. Um, you got a brother who wants to save his sister and help her turn back into human. Turn her back into a human. It's a good show. Great. It's great animation by far. Great animation. Um, number number five. Number five, I'm gonna go with Jujutsu Kaisen, JJK. Again, it's not too hard of a story to follow. It's very not hard to follow at all. And then you got this boy who wants to. His grandfather basically told him if he could do something to help somebody, do it. So he does it by helping his friends out, by getting rid of the problem before it killed his friends. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I would have to go back and rewatch the first part of it. Oh, we on six. Number six, Yu Yu Hakusho. Now this anime is it was back in the day anime, but it's still good and it still gets brought up to this time in 2023. For it to have came out in the 1990s and still being brought up 30 years later, 20 to 30 years later, is amazing. It doesn't even have new episodes that come out no more. The anime is finished, but to this day, it still gets brought up, which speaks a lot for it. My favorite arc from it is the Dark Tournament, which the reason why is because it's a lot of self evaluating, a lot of self reflection with a lot of characters. A lot of things happen leading up to that point and how they get to it. Number seven, I would have to go. Hmm. I would have to go My Hero Academia. The reason why is simple. It's a world full of superpowers. You got the good, the evil, and you got the neutral. which the neutral is I'm gonna use my powers to get rid of the powers type of thing. Or no. That's more of like the villains. The villains in that show is basically I want to use my powers to get rid of the powers in some shape or form. Then you got the good guys who is like, nah, we not just gonna let you do that. We gonna stop you. The neutral people is I'm not on your side. I'm not on your side. I have my own ideals and morals of how I want this to work. Not it's not too deep either. It's some points in there that you do have to pay attention and listen, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward once you get through it. Number 8 was it? We've had One Piece, Dragon Ball, JJK, My Hero, Demon Slayer, Yu Yu Hakusho. Um, what else have we had? Yeah, this is number 7. Number 7, I would say we would put Attack on Titan here. Attack on Titan came out back in 2013 before I got back into anime, but it's still it's a good anime, but it digs a lot deeper than what's on the top foundation. Like it's the top foundation, and then it's the middle, and then the lower. It goes real deep, and every episode you have to pay attention because if not, you will miss something that is said by a character, any character in the show. You will miss it, and the reason why you have to pay attention more on Attack on Titan is because they can say it, and for instance, they could say this in episode 23, move forward to episode 24 through 30, whatever that person said in episode 23, it will happen in between the span of them episodes. Or it might even come back later on in the show. So it's important to pay attention to it. Just so you know. Number 8, I'm gonna throw in Toradora. Now this show, I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it's a real good show, which it touches on the heartstrings a little bit. But basically, you got a girl and a boy. One, he's deemed as like I wouldn't say a bad guy, but his facial expressions is like don't mess with me type of vibe. And then you get this girl who acts the same way, but she's more blunt. And as throughout the show, you'll see the chemistry and how each character develops along the way. Now, for number 9, I would put hmm, let's go through the. This one is a hidden gem that I found. A lot of animes be good, but this one specifically, I was just searching one day and I just happened to come across it, and I was like, okay, this looks intriguing. Let's see what happens. So it's called The Ice Blade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World. This show really got me because it like as starting out, it was like okay, and then it hooks you at a certain point. I'm not gonna say what the certain point is, but it hooks you. And then for the mystery, for the people who love mysteries and like help solving things and stuff like that, um, Gothic or Gothic, however you say it, is indeed a good anime. Now, me, I started watching it. At first, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but as the story carries on, it characters develop, the story develops a lot of plot twists, a lot of unsolved mysteries, and everything. You is in for a good you're in for a good show and a good ride for it for sure. Number 10 would be hmm, number 10 would probably I would probably go with uh gamers. It's real simple. It's internet gamers. You got a group of people who love playing the game basically. They get a club together at school. This girl tries to get this boy who likes her, sorta, or something like that, but tries to get him to join, but he doesn't want to join for any competition or reasons. He just like playing the game for the enjoyment and for the immersiveness, but he has no shape or form of wanting to join at first. And yeah, that is my personal top 10 list for anybody who wants to start anime. There's other people out here that have different lists and have different, you know, different tastes and stuff like that. This is just for me to y'all basically. Now, some of these animes they're kind of lengthy, but it's good because you can continuously watch it. And if you do get tired, some of these have 12 episodes, some of these have 24 episodes, so you can kind of get a break in between. Um, right now, I'm catching up on One Piece. I'm at episode 956, and yeah, but that's just me to help you guys get y'all started on anime. Um, I probably left out. Actually, I did leave out a couple good ones that could have made this list, but I chose to go a different route. I may make a part two to this, to where you basically have all of the not all of them, but you'll have at least 20 to start with. 20 is a good number because you can't watch all 20 in a week. You can't watch all 20 in a couple months. It's just not possible unless they're all 12, 24 episodes anime, animes. Then you could probably watch those in a month, depending on what you're doing. But yeah, peace out. Love and appreciate each and every one of y'all. See y'all in the next